And today we just continue to show you something about welfare economics. So if possible, you can go to the e-learning and then you can check. I dropped the PPT in the chapter 2. And the other way, we also, from the textbook, another PPT is from the chapter 3. Okay, so I mean the chapter 3 they talk the numerical analysis, actually the same topic. Okay, so I would like to show you first. I drew the PPT for you. Okay, so here we just try to know how to describe about the welfare economics. So first we make assumption. We just design our society belong to the two multiple two society. What do you mean? We just assume we imagine. We describe the society only have the two person. Two person they do the consumption. They use the two commodities. And the other way, we also use the two factor to produce to the commodities. So and after that, we just try to show you how to find the exchange efficiency. And then we also try to find production efficiency. And finally, we just try to find out overall efficiency. And after that, we can try to know if we only consider efficiency, then we can call this is the first fundamental theory of the economic, only for the efficiency. And the other way, if we also consider the equity, so we just try to show you the second fundamental theory. We need to consider the efficiency and equity, which one is more important. So when one day you become a leader, you make the decision, you need to make a choice. You prefer to have the efficiency or you prefer to have equity. So for example, Russia and Eastern European and China and North Korea, they follow the communism. Actually communism, they consider equity better than efficiency. And the other way, like the American system or European, they consider the marketing mechanism. So the marketing mechanism, they consider efficiency better than equity. So and after that, how to judge which one is good for people. So I just try to show you how to judge. And so the first, we just try to show you about the exchange efficiency. So for the economy system, we just imagine our society only consider two person or two commodities. Okay, two person, one is Adam, one is Ever. Okay, and the two commodities is apple and figures. Okay, and then we can use the Edgeworth box to describe the distribution of the goods between the two people. Okay, so and after that we can see this is what we call Edgeworth box, and this is apple and this is figures. Okay, and after that we have the initial point. Actually, I'm not sure. Can you imagine when you study economics? First, you need to consider one person's decision. Okay, so we just try to know one person's. Okay, one person's decision. Okay, so the one person, which role you play. So, for example, first you play the consumers. Okay, consumer, and how to have the best choice of the consumption. So you can imagine, okay, you can find maximum utility, and then you can have the two choice. You can find X commodities and Y commodities. Okay, but you need to subject to your ability. Okay, your ability is PXX and PYY, and less than income. Okay, so did you remember? First we call this as an indifference curve. Okay, this is indifference curve. Okay, so this is indifference curve. Okay, you have the two choices. You have the X commodities, and one has Y commodities. Okay, and we make assumption this commodity all good for people, so you like. Okay, but you only have the choice. Okay, and the other way, this is a budget line. Okay, this is budget line. Okay, so and you can try to see. Do you know how to draw this budget line? Okay, actually it's easy. You just try like this one. Okay, you just let y equal to 0. Okay, and then you can find x equal to n0 divided by px. So can you find this one? It means if we have money and then you don't buy Y commodities, you only buy X, and maximum you can buy here. Okay, so this point is mean n0 divided by px. Okay, this is y equal to 0. And the other way, this is same. You also can let x equal to 0 and y equal to n0 divided by py. Okay, so this point we call n0 divided by py. So you can connect 2 points, and then we call this is budget line. Okay, it means if less than this line, you have ability to buy something. Okay, so this is all possible. Is represent your ability. Okay, and then this is indifference curve. This one we call indifference curve. Okay. So and after that we need to combine. This is indifference curve. It means you have the willing to buy something. Okay. And this budget line is represent you have the ability to do this consumption. Okay. So the willing and ability get together, and then okay you can move here. Okay. For example, you got this point. So this is point E. Okay. And after that you have the benchmark choice. Okay. You can get the X1 start and the Y1 start. It means you use over all your money, and then you can find this is optimal choice. Okay, this is best one. Okay, so can you get this point? And then we can have the consumer equilibrium condition. Okay, so you can get the consumer equilibrium condition. Okay, so what this point? This we can find the slope. Okay, so and after that you can find the slope. You can find the slope of indifference curve. Okay, equal to the slope of budget line. Okay, can you understand? So how to find the slope of indifference curve? Okay, so if you learn the calculus before, it's easy. Okay, so here you can try to see this point E. It means the slope of the indifference curve equal to the slope of budget line. Okay, so if you can try to see. Okay, this is UXY. Okay, and then this is PXX and PYY. equal to 0. And how to find the slope? Okay, in calculus, it's easy. You just put delta u and partial x, partial u, delta x, partial y, partial u, delta y equal to 0. Okay, and then it's easy. What is the slope? The slope is mean we can find just manage partial x, partial y, partial u. Because these two get together equal to 0, you just move here to right hand side, and then you manage again. This is mean. This is the slope of indifference curve. Okay, this one. So this, okay, this is the mean, the slope of indifference curve. Okay, and here the same situation. So you can get px x delta x and x delta p x and py delta y and y delta py and delta m0. And actually we can find the delta px and delta py and delta m. These three things are all equal to 0. Okay, these three are all equal to 0 because they are constant, they cannot change. Okay, so and finally you can get delta px delta y and minus px py. So this is we call the slope of budget line. Okay, so if you don't know, you must go back to check in economics. Okay, this is a basic. Okay, so we can get, so it's easily, so this point is represent, they will be equal. Okay, the right hand side is represent the slope of budget line, and the left hand side is represent the slope of indifference curve. Okay, so this point is mean the consumption, the consumer. If they can have this point, is again. So after that, you can find makes mux equal muy and px py. Can you understand? This is mux, this is muy, this is a marginal utility. Marginal utility, okay? So marginal utility of x, this is a marginal utility by y. So because the two hand side all have the negative, so we can drop, become to positive, okay? So we can find, and finally you also can move, you can change these two positions. So after that you can find mux divided by px equal to muy become divided by py. So we can call this is consumption choice. Okay, but here I also remind you this is only for the one person. One person. Okay, one person. One day if you become the consumer, how to make your choice. Okay, you go to the marketing, you want to buy a lot of things, but after that, how to make your final decision. Okay, you would let all the commodities, their marginal utility, divide by price of commodities, and then equal. If you can do that, then your choice is best one. Okay, and so can you get this point? Okay, it's easy. Okay, so and next, I just try to show you. And how about two person? Okay, two persons decision. Okay, we talk this story only for one person. Okay, and next we need to consider two person. Okay, so the two person are here. this is represent consumer A. This is consumer B. Okay, and here XA, YA. This is XYB, XB. We just try to say, okay, this is our society have the two person. One we call A, consumer A, and this is consumer B. Okay, and then they also make the best choice. For example, here we can see this is point E. Okay, this we call UA, XA, YA. Okay. And consumer B, he also very, his decision also very rational. So he also had the good choice. This is point F. Okay, and then we put this UB equal to UB or XB, YB. Okay. So we just make assumption for everybody. You are all independent. And then one day, if you meet each other, how to make the decision good for each other. Okay? Because you are a good friend. Okay? You cannot do any bad for each other. You must conserve. If possible, how to make your contribution to your friend. Okay? And let your friend become happier or become successful. Okay? So, and then you look. Now, we just try to show you how to combine these two persons, their decision. Okay? So here, you can check. This is XA, this is YA. Okay? This is OA, this is A. Okay, so here you look. This is UA. This is point E. Okay, so it's easy. But now we want to merge it, get together. So here we just change to here. Okay. So this is represent OB. Okay, you try. Okay, so here I just try to let you know this is OB. Okay. For A, from here to here is represent the commodity X increase, and here is represent YA increase. And here is represent XB increase, because this is initial point for the B, and this is YB. It's okay? Maybe a little different or a little difficult, okay? But it's easy, okay? So here you can see so like here, this you also can try to see. This is point F. Okay, this here the point F. Okay, and then we want to get together. So here, this is UB. So when we combine two persons get together, and what story they have. Okay. So first story. This is case one. Okay, case one. All possible situation. So we just try to show you case one. Okay, case one is mean UA and UB are not. Into 8, okay, or not. So here you can look. This is XA 0, and this is YA 0. and this is, you can see xb0, yb0. Okay? So you can see, you can imagine all the society only 2%, but A, they use the commodity X, the quantity XA0, and B use the XB0. But how about all commodities of X? X is, this is X bar. Okay? So you can look, check here. This you can follow. Okay, this is XB. Okay, XB0. So and finally you can see if they not interact. Okay, so you can see X0, B0 less X bar. Okay, and YA0 and YB0 less than Y bar. Because you can see A use the YA0, B use the YB0. So you can see that here, this is YB0. But all the commodities Y bar, okay? So it represents some resource waste. They are not used over, okay? So this is represent this resource waste. Waste resource is represent inefficiency, okay? So this is inefficiency. We don't like to have this case, okay? So this is represent inefficiency, okay? So we don't like, okay? So can you imagine, okay? So for example, in Germany, you got a lot of car, okay? And the other person, like the Taiwan, a lot of computer, okay? But if we need, okay, you got so many cars nobody use, but in Taiwan, a lot of computer nobody use. It's possible we can do international trade, okay? For the Germany can export the car to Taiwan, and the Taiwan also can export the computer to the Germany, okay? And then all good for each other, okay? But now, if we don't do any international trade, okay, a lot of car in Germany nobody use, and a lot of computer in Taiwan nobody use. So this society become too inefficient, okay? So and the case 2, okay? The case 2, we just let UA and UB interact, okay? Interact, okay? So you can see what's different. So like here, okay? So you can check. They have the interact 2 points. Okay, for example, this is OA, this is OB, the same idea. And then this is E or point F. Okay, and this is the small e or small f. So do you understand about the big E and the big F? And the small e, small f, they will be the same. Can you understand? This 2 points is represent the same meaning. So when you drop the photo, you want to describe it from here or from here, the result will be the same. Can you understand? It's okay? Because they also have the same utility UA0 and utility B0. Okay, so we can call this point we can call initial point. Okay, initial point. So it means we start doing analysis from this point. Okay, so then you can see, I mean the point, I mean the points EF and point small EF, they had has same meaning, okay? Because they also have the UA0 and the UB0, okay? Okay, so we continue, try to see. This is another PPT from the textbook. Maybe it is much better, so you can see. So this is Edgeworth Sparks, okay, two groups or two commodities economy, okay. So the point V is the initial point. So how many apples or fingers do Adam and Eva consume, okay. So this is in difference curve from Adam, okay. And the other, this is from the Eva, okay. So and after that, how to do exchange, okay. So this is point Z. This is point Z. This is the initial point, okay. So now we just make assumption. Let the utility of Abel constant. So this is Abel, don't move, okay. And only that the Adam, he can change, okay. So he just move from the point Z, move to the point H, move to the point P, okay. And then you can see actually for the Abel, her utility constant, no change. But after that, you can let the Adam is so happy, okay. So you can imagine actually. Maybe in the future you marry, okay. Adam represent husband, okay, and the Abel represent our wife, okay. And how to organize this, the good life for the family, okay. So sometimes I'm not sure. Did you find anything special like the woman right? Okay. So for example. In Germany, most gentlemen respect to the woman or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think so? Did you shouting for each other on the outside? No. No. Okay. So you are so lucky. Okay. But maybe in the different society, maybe not. Okay. Like the Middle Eastern country, okay, or like the, I'm not sure, Korea gentlemen, you from Japan, not Korea, okay, but actually Korea, the men got high power, the women, they must follow the husband, okay. So I'm not sure, do you know the traditional Chinese culture? Traditional Chinese culture for the woman, they have the three follow. First follow, she must follow her father. Okay, if her father did any decision, the daughter, they must follow her father. Okay, when the lady marry, they must follow her husband. Okay, one day if her husband die, she must follow her son. Okay, so in the Asian country, actually the gender is discrimination actually. Okay, so the man always got the big power, and the woman is it's unfair for the woman. But I think it's step by step for the culture or the custom, they will be changed. okay, but slowly and slowly. So I'm not sure, like most of the people from European country got advanced culture, so you can respect to each other for the gender, okay? But for the Asian country, maybe not. But I think Taiwan is good, okay? And okay, this is the story, okay? So I mean, for the men and the women, how to get a good situation. And actually, if someone you are interested in try to do more discrimination or to do some analysis, this also we can make this photo to describe for a political situation. For example, Adam is represent Taiwan and Abel represent China. And Taiwan and China, how to get a good relationship for each other. You also can try use this photo, try to do discrimination, okay? Describer, okay? So, you also can see, this is East Germany, this is the West Germany, okay? And how to make a goal to a good cooperation for each other. So like here, we just let the error constant, and then for the Adam, he prefer to have the more April and decrease the figures, okay? And then they can let the utility of Adam increase. But for the Abel, see, I mean her utility not change, okay? So if they can do that, and after that, finally they can get the point P. Point P is mean this is best choice for Adam, okay? Because if they want to increase the utility of the Adam, then the Abel utility will be decreased, okay? So it's not good for each other, and this is unfair. So and after that, this is the case 2, okay? And then you also can try continue the case 3. It means now we only let the Adam can move. But after that, maybe Abel also can move, okay? So you can see this is another finger. So you can look, this point P is represent Pareto efficiency allocation, okay? And so this is the case 3. Case 3 is mean the point Z move to the point P, okay? This is good for Adam, but for the Abel constant. But actually, for the real life, Abel also can move, okay? So the same situation, point Z to point P1 is good for Abel, okay? So and after that, you can see if we can connect the point P and point P1, then we can have the contract curve, okay? So here you can see this is point P1 is a special good for Abel, but for the Adam utility constant not change, okay? So and after that we can connect the point P and the point P1. So okay. So you can see if from the point Z they can move to this area, it means all good 2 person, okay? But actually only point P, P2, P1, this is best choice, okay? Best choice. So we just connect the best choice. So like here, if from point Z move to this area, we all call Pareto improvement. Pareto improvement. So I hope you can try to understand what is Pareto improvement and what is Pareto efficiency. Okay? So because the Pareto efficiency is best choice for each other, but the Pareto improvement it means they can get someone they have the better benefit, but the other one their benefit may be constant, not any change. Okay, but efficiency is good for each other. So and after that we can connect to this point. So and after that we can have this contract. So we mean this is contract curve. So the contract curve, for example, if we only consider point P, P2, P1 this area, okay, this is all good for each other. Okay, please look this photo. Can you get this point? If a point P, P2, P1 this area is mean this choice all good for each other. But if this the right hand side point P3, P4, it's good for Eden but not good for Eber. And the other this area it's good for Eber but not good for Eden. But if they can get the special contract for each other, they don't care. So, do you know, when you go to church, when you marry, the father always around something for each other? Do you like each other, or do you like all how to do for your real life? Can you imagine one day if you marry? Okay? Actually, marry is mean like you make a contract curve. You make a contract. Okay? For example, now the husband very handsome, the wife very beautiful. Okay? Good hairs and good body and rich, all good situation. But this is forever or not? If someone got a poor situation, do you like to divorce or separate? Or you want to have each other? You want to love each other? Like this story. Okay? So actually, when the person marry, it's quite difficult to pass maybe first 3 years. When you marry, you remember, when you marry, first 3 years, you need to learn or to bear or to consider a lot of poor situation for each other because you come from different family. Easy to talk love, but it's difficult to live together. Do you know why? Do you have any experience to talk love? Okay, boy and girl talk love very good. Okay, like last time I talked to you about the love story of marriage economics. Okay, how to find a partner. The partner is the. Do you like the substitution goods, or do you like the complement goods? Which one you prefer? Can you get my point? Okay, for example, you are major or accounting. Okay, one day if you marry, you will find substitution goods is good for future, and the complement goods not so good. But when you talk love, complement goods it's much better. Okay, so can you understand? For example, you are major or in accounting. Okay, only one person got a license is enough. Okay, one person, husband have a license and the wife no license is fine, but she or know all the majors, so they can make the same decision for each other. Okay, but when we talk love, maybe it's sometimes easy to get argue for each other. Maybe you are not so happy, but for real life, maybe the substitution goods is useful. Okay, so I'm not sure. So this is contract curve. Okay, so and after that, so you can see, we can find the Pareto efficiency in consumption. So you can find MIS equal to MIS. Okay. Do you know what MIS? MIS is mean marginal rate of substitution. Actually, MIS is mean the slope of indifference curve. Did you remember? We talked. This is MIS. Okay. I mean the slope of indifference curve. Okay, this is MIS or XY. Can you see it? Okay, so actually the MIS is the slope of indifference curve. Okay, so you can see this is delta x, delta y, and this minus ux and muy. Okay, so you can look when the adder it got the slope of indifference curve equal to the error. Got the indifference curve, the slope, because they have the same point. Okay, so you can see like here, point H, point H. So okay, so maybe I draw another photo for you again, like here. So here, this is represent this point. This is UA, this is UB, okay? Like the, okay, like the point P, okay? This point P, you can see, because the UA0, UA2, and the UB0, they got the same point at the point P. Okay, so the point P is mean their slope. Okay, slope. I mean that this P is mean MRS. This is XY. Like this is UA2. Okay. And equal to MIS XY UB0. Okay, because they have the same slope. So you don't too worry about the formula. You look the formula. Oh, I don't know what's this. Okay, actually it's easy. You just follow the photo. Okay, because this is point, it's representing best choice. So the best choice is mean they have the same slope. Okay, so you can see this situation. So here we can say MIS is mean the marginal rate of substitution. Okay, so this is about the consumption story. Okay, so can you get this point? And then you can transfer, it's the same idea. So the same, one person, how to make their decision of production. Okay, so until now is okay? And so the next story, okay? This is the story for the consumption. And then the next story for the production. Okay? So how about the one person? Okay, one person's decision. Okay, for the production. Okay, for the production. It means, okay, one day you become a boss. Okay, how to manage your business. Okay, your business will be one try to have the maximum profit. Maximum profit. You want to earn more money. Okay, so the pie is mean profit. The profit will become to the total value minus total cost. Can you get this point? You want to have the maximum profit. Okay, so this is total value and then minus total cost. So here, and this is price and this is quantity. Okay, NK and minus WN RK. So you just imagine how to make your decision of production. Okay, so this is the story. And then you can see you have the two choices. Okay, first you can try to have the maximum total value and subject to total cost is constant. Okay, and the second choice, you try to have the minimum total cost and subject to total value constant, because you want to have the maximum profit. So for your philosophy, for your idea, you have the two choices. Can you imagine? How to let the total value increase, how to let your total cost decrease, and then you can earn maximum profit. So, can you understand? Yes?
Just turn the light on again.
Yeah, turn on the light. Yeah, please.
My glasses.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So, because we told a story about consumption, and now we just try to show you the production. Okay, so for example, for the one person, okay, for the one person, you want to have the maximum profit. The maximum profit equal to the total value minus total cost. So you need to let the total value increase and then the total cost decrease. Okay, so I just try to show you how about the total value. Total value equal to the price multiple quantity, and then we call this as a production function. Okay, and the total cost, this is wage, this is the labor, and this is the interest rate, this is the capital. Okay, so if you don't know, you must go back to check your economist. Okay, and then I just try to show you, you have two choices. One, just let your total cost constant, and then you find the total value. And the second, let your total value constant, and how to let your total cost become minimum. So can you get this point? Did you learn before? Okay. So then after that, you can follow. This is P, Q, and K. And this is W, and this is R, K, okay? But for the analysis, we always let the price constant. Always let the price constant, because we make assumption this is a perfect competitive marketing. So everybody, you must receive the price. You must take the price. Okay, everybody, you will take price. Okay, price taker, not price maker. Okay, so the price will be constant, wage constant, interest rate constant. Okay, so and after that you can try to become this actually become to the maxima Q and K, and this is subject to TC0, WN, RK. Okay? And this Q, they have the spatial meaning. Okay? The Q, we saw, they have the spatial meaning. The Q we saw, we call isoconcave. 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 Okay? And then this curve we call isocost curve. Okay? So actually the same idea. This is what is isoconcave. What is isocost curve? Okay? So here you can see you use the label and the capital. N is mean is label, okay? And the K is mean the capital, okay? So you can see for the isoconcave, they will be like this idea. This is mean the Q, and K, okay? So because if you don't know, you just follow the textbook, maybe it's quite boring, okay? You need to understand why. Sometimes I would like to ask my teacher, everything is why? You need, I need to know why, okay? So for you, the same, okay? When you read the textbook, you need to try to understand why. Why they need to follow this formula or any special for this finger. So we need to know their behind or their background. Okay. So here, and you can see actually this is isoconcave. It's quite similar with the indifference curve. Actually, they is quite similar. Okay. You can check. Actually, this is a similar indifference curve. Indifference curve. But the indifference curve is for consumption, for the consumer behavior. And actually, this is isocost curve. It's the same with the budget line. Okay. Budget line curve. Okay. Actually, the idea is the same. Okay. So one day, if you take any exam, maybe you can try to do some compare, or you can see, okay, the finger, all the similar, but the meaning is different. Okay, so sometimes when we exchange our position, then we can know a lot of idea. Okay, so can you get this point? So this is a spatial for the production. And what is isoconcave? Okay, the same. You can see this is NK, and then you can find this curve. And 2 points, we can have a line. Okay, so for example here, how to find this curve? You just let K equal to 0. And then you can find N equal to TC0 divided by W. Okay, so you can get this point. And you also can let the N equal to 0 and K equal to TC0 divided by interest rate. So you can get this point. So you can connect 2 points and become isocost line. Okay? Isocost curve. Okay? And after that you can combine this situation. Okay? And after that, you also have a good ability to try to do more analysis. Then we can call these two situations we can call this duality. Duality. I'm not sure, do you have any idea about duality? Duality means if we want to try to find the optimal solution, we can say that the total cost is constant, and then we find the maximum total value. Or we can change another way. We can let total cost constant and try to find the minimum total cost. So I'm not sure one day if you do the business, how to do the negotiation with someone. Okay, so sometimes you can change some idea. You don't need to fix some position. This is not so good. Sometimes you can try to say, okay, this is this first choice. It means we let the total cost constant and try to find the maximum quantity. Okay, so how to draw this finger? So, for example, this is first story. Okay, you can just let K, and this is total cost constant. Okay, and then you can let this is quantity. This is isocon. So isocon from the Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay, for example, you have the three choice, and then you can find the point E is the best choice. Okay, because the point E, you can see point E, you can find this is, we can hire N1 stock and K1 stock. This is the best choice. And if you, from here, this idea, you can see this is mean your quantity is the constant. Okay, and then you can see which one the total cost is minimum. Okay, because here you see this is we can change to the minimum total spending or total expenditure. Okay, this is the WN and RK, and this is subject to Q0 and Q, this NK. Okay, so you can see this is, we can let the total cost constant and try to find a maximum quantity. And the second is that the quantity constant and try to find a minimum spending or minimum expenditure. So that, so you can see actually here the point E will be the same. Will be the same. So I'm not sure. One day you want try to find a good result. Okay, you can from the positive, the direction, try to find a result. Actually, you also can change from the negative direction to find a result. So, because for a lot of things, all got a different dimension. Can you get my point? For example, you look my hand. Okay, you look the bright one. Okay, so you can look the bright one, anything special. But for my position, I only find the dark dimension. You find the bright dimension, I find the dark dimension. Okay, but maybe we can make the same result. Okay, so I hope you from some condition constant, then you can try to find maximum objective. Okay, and actually the result will be the same. Same error subject to the quantity constant, and you also can try to find the minimum total cost or minimum spending. and then you can find these two results will be the same. So I'm not sure, maybe this is for the philosophy. I'm not sure can you get this point or not, okay? But I mean it's very useful, okay? All right, so here we just try to follow. You can find this point. This point is mean. You can find the slope of isochrone, okay? Isochrone curve equal to the slope of the the isocostal, the curve. Okay, if you can find this point, then this is the optimal choice. Okay, so can you understand? So how to get this result? So if possible, you need to go back, try to see. And this is left-hand side, okay? And this is right-hand side, okay? And you also use the calculus, try to do analysis. Okay, this is total delta Q equal to partial N, partial Q delta N, and partial K, partial Q delta K equal to 0. Okay, so you can find the delta N, delta K, and then minus partial N, partial Q, partial K, partial Q. And then you can find this is MPP N, this is MPP K. This is a marginal, we can call marginal productivity or marginal possible percentage. Okay, and then we also have the special meaning. We call this MRTSNK. So actually, in the consumption, we drop the MRS, but in the production, we change to the MRTS. This is a mean marginal rate of technology substitution. Okay, so one day if you become a boss, okay, you operate the one company, okay, you need to make your decision. You want to hire more workers or you want to use the machine. Okay, so you use the workers or use the machine, you need to consider it again. Okay, so if you can make this decision, try to find the marginal rate of technology substitution. Use the labor to change the capital. Okay, and here we also can try to see delta TC0, W delta N, and R delta K. Okay, we also can say okay delta W and K delta R. So the same, because the total cost and the delta wage and delta interest rate, they are all constant, no change. So and finally you can see delta N, delta K equal to minus W and R. Okay, so we call this the slope of the iso curve. So and after that they would equal. Because if we want to try to have the optimal choice, they would be have the slope of isochrone curve equal to the slope of isocostal. Okay, so this is for the one person for the production. Okay, if you can understand, then we can extend to two person or to society to country. While for the two person or two society to country, they must do cooperation. Okay, they can exchange capital, or they can exchange the labor. So for example, now a lot of people, they are interested in try to do the business in China, but how to do? For example, Germany, one day your company, your boss say, okay, go to China. Go to China for what? Can you imagine what advantage you have and what disadvantage you have? And how about China? China, what advantage they have? And what disadvantage in China? Okay, so you can check, because China, a lot of population, so the big marketing, okay? So you can easy to find a lot of materials. So you also can have the big marketing, okay? So like the labor cost always lower, the wage always lower. But this is real, they are constant or they will change. So you do the company, you need to consider more, okay? So now, for example, Taiwanese, they do the business in China. They earn a lot of money, okay? But after that, the China, the wage increase. So now, the Taiwanese, they move some business to the Vietnam, to the Thailand, or to the Indonesia, because the China, the wage increase. The other way, maybe 10 or 20 years ago, the China, the government, they don't care about pollution. But now the China government conserve pollution so much. Okay, so if you want to do the business in China, their government will ask you, you need make a guarantee how to make your population decrease. Okay, if you want to do the same business, and then the Chinese government, they will not happy. Okay, so you need to try to do change. Okay, so I don't know. For the real life, I'm not sure. Do you have any idea how to do the global business in the future? Okay. The other way, for example, you come to here to be exchange student, just one semester. How about next semester? Would you like to go to China directly? Okay, you can go to China. China, very big one. Okay, and so many different states or provinces, or different area. Okay, and China, they got the 1.3 billion population, and maybe more than 50 different peoples, different language. Okay, and how to solve this problem, or how to learn, or how to do all the business. Okay, so it's a big chance, big opportunity for you. Okay, but you need to try to consider how to do it much better. Okay, so I mean, this is a special for the philosophy. Sometimes you don't need to worry about the mathematics. Okay, I'm not sure. So some people, you got a major in economics. Your major in economics of economy, the gentlemen, ladies. Okay, so when I job, this is easy for you. You learned before or not?
Yeah, I had it before. Yeah.
Okay, so it's easy. Okay, so if you know, then I can go faster. I don't need to waste time again. But I would like to remind you of some idea, and I think it's useful for you. Okay, so this is special for the one person, and the two person, the same situation. Okay, all the photo, all the finger, all the same, all the similar. Okay, you just extend two person. Okay, and we have break 10 minutes, and then we come back. We also show you what's about the overall efficiency. We also talked some idea before, but I think this is all useful. And then, if we can understand, then it's easily try to find the social welfare curve. Okay, and then combine efficiency and equity. Okay. Okay, so we just continue try to see this for the one person. and the 2 person for the production. Okay, so here the same idea. So you also can try to see like here. For example, this is OX, this is OY. Okay, it's represent 2 company. Okay, and then they also use the NX, KX. This is NY, KY. Okay, because the 2 company they use they produce the X goods and the Y goods, and then they use the same factors. Use the labor and the capital. So okay, so you also can try to find this is point E and this is point F. Okay, and this is represent, this is QX and this is QY. Okay, and then they also use the QX, this is NX, KX. Okay, and this is QY, NY, KY. Okay, so you can see 2 producers, they already have the best choice for the production. And after that, we combine this situation together, so they can find this situation. This is OX, this is OY, and this is the N, this is the K. If from here to the right hand side, this is represent, they use more NX. This is they use more KX, and this is use the NY. This is the KY. Okay, and this is the 0. Okay, X0, Y0. Okay, so and after that you can see we can make assumption. We can let first the case if the 2 curves not any interact. Okay, so maybe like here point E, point F. Okay, this is the best choice, but this is the case 1. Okay, case 1, you can see like here, you can look the NX and NY 0, 0, less than N bar, and KX 0 and KY 0 less than this is K bar. So this is represent the labor and the capital may be wasted. They are not used the efficiency. Okay, so this is not we want to have. So we just try to consider the case 2. Okay. So the case 2, we can check. Back here, the same. This is the point E or point F, and this is the small e or small f. Okay, and this is O X, this is OY, and this is N, this is K. Okay, so and after that, for example, if we start doing analysis from this point, so we can see this point is represent, you use the NX0, and this you use the this one, this is the NY0. So you can see this is the commodity X, they use the labor. This is the NX0, and the Y commodity use this the labor. So you can see if we can put here or get together, so it means all the labor they use over. And here the Y, okay, use the K, the same. Okay, so and after that we just from this point start doing the analysis. Okay, and next you can see like we can find this curve from here to here. This is representing QX0 and this is QX1, QX2. Okay, so the idea will be the same. So here, okay, this is point Z, point H. So you can see from point E to point Z to point H. This is what we call Pareto improvement. Pareto improvement. How do you know this Pareto improvement? Because this is QY0 constant. So this exchange, they not any change for the QY, but they can let the QX increase. Okay, so sometimes you need try to know how to change the results. Okay, and then you can get the better result. Okay, so this is what we call Pareto improvement. Okay, and case 3. Okay. Case 3, okay. Case 3 is mean if I mean the QY can change, okay. Not this change not only for the QX, okay. So if QY can change, so the same you can find this is QY. QY, okay, this is QY1, QY2, okay, so the same, we also can have the point I, point Z, okay, so we can see Hij, it's a mean, this is the production efficiency, okay, and after that, if we can extend the point from point H to the point OY, or extend from Z to point OX. This we also can call the contract curve of production. So can you get this point? So and after that, this is the this is the contract curve of production. Okay. So we call this line to the contract curve of production. And after that, you will be very surprised because you can change this line to here. This is QX, this is QY. So how to change to this photo? Because this photo also interesting. You can see this is point Z, point E, point F. Okay, and look here, please. So you check. If from point E or point F, they move to here. This point, point Z, this point H. You can check. This is representing QY0. This is QX0, and the point. This is QX1. This is point QX2. You can see point EF, point Z, point H. So you change, okay? Because the QY quantity is constant. And then from point E, point Z, point H. So you can look, okay? If we change the results, then we can let the QX quantity increase. But QY, the quantity constant. And after that, if we also can let the Y can change. So you can look here, this is point I, this is point Z. Okay? So you can change Hij to here. So you connect this is Hij. So Hij. You check Hij. And if we extend the point from H to the OY, what do you mean? This is the here, this is OY, okay, and this is OX. Did you remember what's this curve? Did you remember what's this curve? Did you remember? When you study in economics chapter 1, they will say, what's this curve? This curve we call PPC. Did you remember? We call possible production curve. PPC, possible production curve. Did you remember? So you can see from this point to this area, we call economic growth, because you how to let your resource become efficiency. If they can let efficiency, they can from this point move to this curve. Okay, it's possible pass this curve to here, It's possible to here. This is impossible, except have the new technology or new system change. Okay, because this curve is represent production efficiency. It's maxima. So you cannot pass this curve. Okay, so this curve we call possible production curve. So when you study in economics for the first year, you don't know how to get this curve. Actually, this curve is introduced from Edgeworth curve. Okay, so I hope you can try to understand how to get this curve. Okay, so can you understand? This is all interesting. Okay, and the third story. Okay, this is the second story for the production efficiency. Okay, and how about the third story? Okay. So use the right hand side or left hand side. You write down anything. You all use the right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Someone use the left hand side. So left hand side represents smart. Represent smart.
Oh yeah, it only represents it, I think.
Yes, but not really. Okay, just joking. Okay. So if possible, you can try to change.
Yeah, I will.
Can you change and use the right hand side to write down anything?
No, not really. Well, I use my right side for most of my activities.
Yeah.
I write actually only with my left hand. For example, soccer, football.
Yeah.
It's all with right, or tennis. Or
Yeah. But if possible, you need try to ask the right hand to do something. If you do that, the right hand become lazy. Yeah. So we need to use the both. For example, my situation, I use the left hand side as well. But now I change, I use the right hand side. But now it's both. Okay. For the natural power, I use the left hand side. But for use the chopstick, write down something, use the right hand side. Okay. But sometimes you need to try to balance. Okay. It's good for your ability. Okay. And the third one, we say overall. Because we talk like the how to connect the consumption and like the production. Okay, how to connect. Okay. Sometimes I would like to suggest you, we need to try to relax, or sometimes just make a joking, or like the play some different role. Because now, for example, you play the role for student, okay? But can you do your behavior like the boss? Maybe not, okay? I hope, actually, for your age, until now is a student, okay? So when you do something, you must look like student, okay? You don't need to change your role because it's not good for you, okay? So like last time we talked, can you have a big meal? Maybe not good for you, okay? For the student, because your baggage, your income is quite limited, okay? Maybe depending on your parent, provide some money for your living need, okay? So you cannot waste your money, okay? So you must sincerely to use your money and let your money become efficiency, okay? So I just try to show you, okay? Like here, this is X, this is the X, this is Y, okay? So we have the PPC, the possible production curve, like here, okay? So for example, and now here, because we use the efficiency of production to have the X0 and Y0, this the commodities, okay? And how to use, okay? So here, we need to try to know about the, like here, okay? This is the F equal to XY, okay? This is what we call PPC. This is the possible production curve, okay? We just let F equal to Fxy, okay? And after that, we also can say delta F, partial X, partial F, delta X, and partial Y, partial F, delta Y, and equal to 0. Okay? So, and after that, you can find this is delta X, delta Y equal to minus partial X, partial F, partial Y, partial F. So this is minus MPX. This is MPY. This is what we call marginal product by X. Marginal product by Y. Okay? And this also has the special meaning we call MRTXY. I'm not sure, so if possible, so I hope you can go back to check the meaning. What is MRSXY? What is MRTSNK? Okay, and what is MRTXY? You need to check what's the meaning. Okay, MRS is mean the slope of indifference curve. Okay, MRTSNK is mean this is the slope of isoquant curve. Okay, and this is MRT. It mean the slope of PPC. or the possible production curve. Okay, so you need to try to know, and then you can easily to understand. And what is MRT? I think you already have some idea about the opportunity cost. Actually, this is the opportunity. Someone, did you remember what is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost. Okay, it means you want to produce X. Okay, you must make a trade-off. You want to have this X, delta X. You must. This is delta Y. You need to change. Okay, for example, you come to Taiwan. You get a lot of benefit from Taiwan, but you also pay a lot of contribution. Okay, you cannot go to another area, you cannot do anything, you only step here. Okay, so you need to pay some fees. Okay, you must pay some money for your living cost, or you must pay the tuition or anything for you coming here. Okay, and the other way, you also lost some opportunity to earn more money. So all get together, we call opportunity cost. Did you remember? Okay, so this is the situation. So, okay, and the other way, you can look. So, for example, now you want to produce the X, delta X, you must pay this cost for X. Okay, so who can enjoy it? So who can enjoy it? So we just try to let you know. We just have here. This is the contract curve. Okay, so the contract curve, you can see at the, we just try to have the three choice. Okay, this choice, this choice, and this is choice. Did you see anything special? You can look. This is the slope. This is slope. Only this curve, they got the same slope. You look. This one, compare this one, and this one, compare this one, the same proportion. Is it okay? So it's mean. For example, when the producers, they produce this commodity, this pay this cost, okay? And which or who consumer can enjoy, can use? Only this guy. Because he enjoy this X, he pay this price. Okay, so the same proportion. So only this guy can use. And this guy actually, he also had the same, this curve, okay? This is UA, okay, for example, UA1, and this is UB1. Because last time I talked, you had a big meal, okay? After class, you want to have a big meal. Where did you go? Do you know? Every day you just step at the accommodation. You just, Taiwanese food is quite poor. You don't like. But where can you find it? I strongly suggest you just go to go to the city, okay, and then you can find a lot of good restaurant on there, very famous, okay, and actually you just only step in accommodation for a student area. So you all live in Donghai University near. So the Donghai University, the campus is good or not? but it's all student. Okay, so actually so many areas you can try to see or you can try to enjoy the buffet. I'm not sure how can I say. Right. Okay, so here I just try to show you. For example, this is a big meal, NT dollar. For example, NT dollar 100 and 200, 1,000 and 200 for the one meal. Okay, so I just try to show you. If you are a student, you enjoy one meal, you use the 1,000 and the 200. Maybe it's not so good. Okay, so for example, if you are a student, you are living, your money only have the 8,000, so you divide by 4 weeks. So per week, you only use the 2,000. But if you 2,000, you enjoy one meal, okay. But after that, you only have the 800, so divide by 20. So because 1 week, okay, 1 week you have the 21 meals, okay. So if you have the big meal and use the 1,000 and 200, but after that you only have the 800, you must use the 20 meals. So per meal you only use the $40. Okay, so it means you want to have the one meal 1,000 and 200 and 20,000 and 20 meal 240. So you use the 2,000 per week. Okay, or you want to use the 2,000 divide by 21. So per meal you use the 95. Okay, so which you want to choose? You want choice the first one or you want choice the second one? Okay, because you are a student, you must make your rational decision. Okay, if you have the big meal and the 20 small meal, maybe not so good. You cannot say no, but it's inefficiency. And this one is more efficiency. Okay, so and after that you will consider who can enjoy this is a big meal. Maybe professor, okay, because professor his living money they can use the 80,000. Okay, so this meal for the professor, this is normal goods, but for the student this is luxury goods. Okay, and if for the another good rich person, he got the $800,000 to use. Maybe this meal become to inferior goods. Did you remember this is inferior goods? Okay, and this is for this is normal goods. Okay, and this is for luxury goods. So can you understand? So here, which one is efficiency? Or only this guy use is efficiency? Okay, so you can look back here. Okay, this is represent professor. Okay, and this is represent student. Because a student he enjoy this meal, but he must pay higher cost. Okay, and this is represent rich person. He use this meal only use a little cost. Okay, so I just try to tell the story. This is a professor use. Okay, and this is the student. Okay, and this is a rich person, a rich man. Okay, So who can use this? This meal. Maybe this is much better. Okay. So I would strongly suggest you actually maybe after 10 or 20 years you become professor, you can enjoy. But now you are student, it's not good for you. Okay? If you say, oh, I want to have, yes, you can. Nobody cares. But for economic, this is inefficiency. Okay? And then one day you become very rich. You don't like this meal. Okay? So can you imagine which commodity is important for you? When you was young, when you was in the childhood, which one you prefer? Maybe some toys. You want to have the puppy or anything? It's important for you. You always cry for her. If someone take your puppy away and you just cry, anything. But now you imagine it's crazy. Why? If someone like it, just okay, you take. Okay. So this is the story. Okay. So when you grow up, then you can understand a lot of story, and then you can choose which one is good for you or which one is not. Okay. And after that, you must make your choice. Okay. So until now, which is important for your real life? Can you imagine? You want to have anything? You want to have the degree, or you want to have the money, or you want to have anything? Can you imagine? Okay, so I hope you need to enjoy your real life. Okay, for my personal idea, for the student, sometimes you have some objective, okay, and then you need to have some process, okay, or procedure, okay, procedure is right, process or procedure, I'm sure, and then this is your result of your life, okay. So can you imagine what do you want after this semester? When you go back to your country, what do you want? You want, for the Taiwanese student, who say, I want to become rich person. But how? No idea. Okay, and how about you? Okay, so sometimes you need to create the more idea. So, for example, the gentleman, you come from Japan. Can you imagine why before 2000 Japan very strong? Before 2000, when you were born?
1996.
1996. Okay, so you are so lucky. Okay. When you were born, actually the Japanese economic very strong, in particular before 2000. So Japan #1. Did you read the book?
What?
The book said Japan #1.
I don't know.
You don't know, you must check.
Okay.
Okay. And until now, why Japan is not #1? Why? Why before 2000 Japan in the entire world is #1? But why after 2000 Japan the economic fall down? Do you have any idea? One is for the Japanese aging problem, okay? But the more important is for productivity. Do you know why before 2000 Japan is very strong? or in the Chinese philosophy, how to become strong? You must have the poor situation. Because after the Second World War, Japan, they did a lot of poor situation. Okay, so after the Second World War, how to reconstruct for the Japanese society? So Japanese, the generation pay higher attention. They work very hard, they study very hard, they did a lot of good things for the Japanese society. So until 2000, they become number one. But this is for the first generation. We can say this the second after the Second War, the baby boom is right. Okay, but after 2000, for the next generation, because the parent, the father or grandfather already did a lot of high achievement, but the son and the grandson just enjoy. Okay, so they lost the creation. When we got a good situation, our create the ability fall down. Okay, if we got a poor situation, our creation is grow. So how about you? How about Japan or how about the Germany? How to assess or valuation of your generation? Your generation, you enjoy a lot of good situation, but all the good situation all made this contribution from your parent, not you. Now you just enjoy the benefit. Okay, you are not make the more contribution. So I would like to remind you, okay, the lessons from Japan. Okay, actually this is the story the same in Taiwan. For my generation, okay, we got a poor society, very poor, nothing, but we got a higher hope. Okay, we do anything and then we become successful. But for now, the Taiwan young generation, they enjoy a lot of good situation, but no hope. No hope. Do you know why? Because the price of the building is quite higher. They also pay all the efforts. They cannot buy the house because the house is quite expensive. So I'm not sure in Germany, how about the price of the housing? Is it higher? Can you buy? Or you want to buy, you must pay how long for your efforts or your workers? Can you buy it? 10 years or 5 years? Can you buy a house? Do you want to have your own house or you just want to rent house? Do you want to have your own house? And how long can you buy it? 5 years or 10 years?
When? In 10 years or
Yeah.
loan for?
Yeah. For example, after you have a job, you want to have the work, you earn money, and you must pay how long? Can you buy a house? Yes.
It depends where the house is. If you buy one in the city, it's more
No,
expensive.
Yeah, just depending on your city is okay.
Yeah.
Nobody care.
If you buy something at countryside in North
I
Germany,
mean the normal situation, normal.
Stuttgart. Just do Stuttgart.
yeah, then you have to pay a lot of money and
Yeah, I mean like the
Expensive.
5 years or 10 years.
10 years
for
or
example,
50 years.
you're right. For example, for my story, when I start doing my teaching on here, I only pay 5 years. I can buy a house, okay? But now the young person, they must pay 25 years. Then can buy a house, okay? So for the young generation, no hope. So this is a big social problem. So I'm not sure for you, if your parent can transfer the house to you, it's easy. Okay? But your parent, you will not. How to buy? So no hope. Okay? So this is the big trouble for the young generation. So until now, the Japan, they got a big trouble. It's special for the aging. Okay? Aging problem. Okay? Now the price of housing in Japan fall down. Do you know why? Because nobody wants to buy. Okay? So when the supply larger than demand, and the housing prices fall down. Okay? So if possible, you can consider again, please move to Japan, okay? Maybe Japan welcome you, move there. Because now the Japan, they need the more young generation to move there, okay? So any question? I hope you can enjoy it and you can extend your idea, okay? And how about your paper? Did you have a good idea for your topic? Like Ellen, she want to drop something about the minimum wage in Germany. It's good, okay? But minimum wage, how to make the definition of the minimum wage, okay? So you need to try to find more idea or more paper, try to see, and you can compare. Actually, this is a good topic, okay? So the government want to protect all the workers, so they design the minimum wage. But for the real life, actually the wage depending on personal productivity. Okay, so sometimes for the efficiency or for the equity, how to compare or how to judge. Okay, so actually we hope the government can do something for people, but we don't like do more. If the government do more, maybe also have to be trouble. So how to keep the balance? Okay. So any question? Okay. If not, we just stop here. Okay. And I hope you can enjoy your time and go back, try to see more paper and create more idea. Okay. And if you have time, please go to the e-learning to check some PPT. It's good for you. Okay. So we just stop here. Okay. Bye bye.